guys, всем привет! Welcome to my channel AllasYummyFood. Today I'm super excited because we are going to be making the most amazing cake ever. It's cookies cake. Now in Russian we call this Muraveinik, and it's quite a tricky word to say, and in actual translation it means ant's cake. So basically we're going to be trying making this cake look like an ant's nest, which is going to be nice and tall. You will see how beautiful it is shaped, and it's just something so unusual. We love having this for Easter. I literally grew up on this cake and it's one of my favorites. It's basically homemade cookies with caramel that are shaped into this yummy cake. So trust me, you're gonna want to make this cake all the time because it's quite easy to make and it's very impressive. And you usually top it up with some shaved chocolate, which represents like mini ants. This cake is really special for me, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Leave down the comments below what is your favorite cake, or what other cakes would you like me to make. All my recipes are listed on my website at www.AllasYummyFood.com, so I make sure that they are translated into English and Russian language for all of you guys. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell, because if you don't click that, you will not be notified when I upload a new video, and then you're gonna miss out on the new updates. And trust me guys, you don't want to miss out on the next couple of months. I'm going to be doing so many amazing Easter recipes that will blow your mind, so stuff that basically you've never seen before. I'm really excited about this recipe, so I can't tell you anymore. I will be posting a lot of teasers on my social media, on my Facebook, Twitter and my Instagram accounts, so make sure you follow me there as well. And yeah, this way you will never miss any of my recipes.
In a stand mixer we're going to add sugar, then melted butter and vanilla extract, then add sour cream and mix everything together until it's nice and smooth. Then add flour, which I have already sifted through, and baking powder, and mix everything together until it's combined. And keep adding flour 1 tablespoon at a time until it's all nice and mixed in. The dough will be nice and crumbly, but that's okay. We're going to take the dough out, place it onto the counter and knead the dough together so it's just combined into a nice ball. So just as much as you can, make sure it's all in one piece. Wrap the dough in cling film, nice and tight, and we're going to place this into the freezer for about 1 hour.
And also, if you do want to sponsor me on this channel, you can. I have a lot of aims and a lot of targets that I want to hit, and if you want to make my dream come true, then you can become one of my patrons and support me every month on Patreon. I will leave all the links up here and down here as well for you to check out. And it means so much to me, guys, if you do support me. Whatever you have, whatever you can, it literally means the world to me, because every day you would be making my dream come true. Now let's get into the recipe.
Next thing we're going to do is line our baking tray with some baking paper, and I'm going to use the larger grater and unwrap your frozen dough, and you have to work quite quickly because it's easier to grate the dough when it's frozen. And we're going to start by just grating it until it's finished. So you will see nice small pieces like that. Just keep grating it until you have the whole tray of the dough which is grated. It should still be frozen. Just spread it around, make sure it's even. And we're going to bake this for about 35 to 40 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. But keep an eye on it, see how it goes, because it depends on your oven. Next we're going to make our caramel sauce, so add unsalted softened butter into your stand mixer. And then we're going to whisk the butter for about 5 minutes until it's nice, creamy and fluffy. We want it completely fluffy and white. Then add 1 tablespoon of caramel at a time and just keep mixing that in. We're going to keep adding caramel 1 tablespoon at a time until you've finished your caramel. And you can then scrub the bowl, make sure that everything is incorporated together. Make sure that butter that's stuck on the sides is completely mixed in. This process will take 5 to 10 minutes altogether. You want it nice and fluffy mixture. This is optional, but you can add some walnuts into a bag and crush the nuts by using a rolling pin, or you can also use a food processor. And then we're going to add these crushed walnuts into our caramel mixture. If you don't like nuts, do not add the nuts at all, that's absolutely fine. But then give this all a good mix. Now, when your cake is ready, you will see that it's browned around the sides, so that's perfect. You're gonna get that crunchy layers. Now we're gonna take a rolling pin and bash the cookies all the way through until it becomes nice and crumbly texture. Just like that. You want to have different types of cookies from smaller to large. And then we're gonna add this into our caramel bowl. Keep adding your biscuits, and then we're gonna mix everything together until it's completely incorporated. You should have enough cookies and enough the sauce to make sure that the mixture is nice and sticky and still a little bit wet, so you can shape it into any shape that you like. But traditionally it has to be looking like an ant's nest. So then take a large tablespoon into the presentation plate and just keep building it up, and then I used my hands to shape it up into the shape that I want, just like that. Next, I'm grating some dark chocolate. You can use any chocolate you want, and this is gonna represent the little ants, so we're gonna drop that on top and around and cover pretty much the whole cake in grated chocolate. And it's fine if a little bit goes on a plate, it just creates even a cooler effect that this is an ant's nest cake with little ants around. So then we're gonna place this into the fridge for about 1 hour so it's nice and set. And there you go, beautiful, beautiful caramel and cookie cake, Muraveinik in Russian. And the knife should go through nice and well. You know, you are gonna have still some cookies that are harder than others, but it should be quite a soft cake. And just serve it like that, and it goes so well with a cup of tea or coffee. It's not too sweet, so if you like it sweeter, you can always add some more sugar. But it's a perfect dessert if you fancy something that's not too sweet and it's not like a typical cake that you would get or have usually. The texture is still quite crumbly, so if you want to decorate it on a plate, just add more chocolate and the cake is ready to be served. I hope you enjoyed this cake, guys, and try it.